Do you need some cards from today's episode? Well, you can pick them up and support the show from our sponsor, Card Kingdom. Just follow the link in the description box down below.
Hey everyone, it is I, yours truly, your host, Krim, also known as the Asian Avenger. How y'all doing today? We're back with some best of one fun because I've had a lot of you come by my Twitch channel, tweet at me asking about best of one and how you'd update it with how, with War of the Spark and how things are looking right now. So surprisingly, not much has changed for me. But this is my current update for the list. What are some new cards that have been added to it? The Wanderer in the sideboard, but like for the most part, it's almost the same shell. Same shell as it was before. And that's because Best of One's ladder is so aggressive that most of the time I want to just be answering their creatures anyways. Play a very minimal amount of counter spells. Only reason why I have Devious Cover Up is because I'm able to shuffle stuff back in, like Mastermind's Acquisition. And for any Super Friend style decks, we do have a main deck Immortal Sun and one more out of the sideboard. But what are the new cards, once again, that we did get from War of the Spark? We have the Elder Spell. Just another thing that we need for like early Planeswalkers because a Narset coming down can be a problem. As you know, it cuts off Dovin's Acuity. So we want to make sure, like Narset has to be the most annoying card that we ever have to play against. So we want to make sure we deal with that instantly. And then, of course, we have Command the Dreadhorde. Because of how much life we gain, we can actually go ahead and bring back all their threats, which I'm a huge fan of. And then lastly, just Ashiok Dreamrender. There's enough Phoenix decks running around and enough of the 4-color Dreadhorde decks that this just kind of eats all of their graveyards. Not yours, just theirs. So without holding up any longer, let's see how this deck does in the queue. All right, we're going to start off against Wayward, 856. Good luck, opponent. Now, a lot of you have come by my chat in Twitch, also tweeted at me asking what I would do if this were if I were still doing more best of one and playing Dovin's Acuity specifically. And I think this has got most of the tools. Like the deck has always been versatile. And I think now more so than ever, Immortal Sun just gets better and better, right? So we're just gonna, I like the new additions from War, like maybe Command the Dreadhorde, Wanderer. Thought about maybe a D-Spark or maybe some Oath of Kaya's, but really, do we need an Oath of Kaya when we don't have that many Planeswalkers? I'm just going to play the Shockland. I'm going to play the Shockland because I don't want to take more damage than is needed. And on top of that, I assume, like this, our opponent would probably play more threats. So because of that, we're just going to go ahead and sweep off this board right here. They can fire off Wizard's Lightnings if they need to, but that's been dealt with. Nice thing is also Moment of Craving doesn't care if it's legendary or what its CMC it is. It just cares if it's a creature. And because Adelies. And this is a card I'm going to blow up right now. No Adelies, Badelies. Take a lap. Chill out. Okay. I can probably just go ahead and fire off a Mortify before they start protecting it, right? Alright. There we go. That's something. 3, 5. I feel like I should just exile this for the sake of getting rid of this Storm Tamer. And then post-board, sure, I will get shocked. Not post-board. And then after this, we'll probably go ahead and just fire off the Mirari Conjecture. Alright, sweet. So we're back to 12. We have so much life gain that I don't even know if I want to really fire any that Revitalize off until I can maybe get some Dovin's Acuities. Alright, cool. I may as well keep that. That's not the worst thing to hit. I'll go ahead and play the Conjecture. Conjecture should grab me a Contempt. Now we get to sit, hang out, wait for our opponent to take their turn, see what they draw. Sweet. Yeah, I'll take a Cry of the Carnarium. Sure, why not? And then let's go ahead and just pick this off now. I really don't mind. And then next turn, if they play something, we just go Contempt and then double up on that. But if not, we're going to go Revitalize and draw like a billion cards. All right, so here we go. Let's do the Revitalize game plan, which I don't hate whatsoever. So we gained like 12 life this turn. That's pretty gross. So this is what the Explore package is like. Oh, nice. GG's. Toxic Tomberry. How you doing, opponent? Good luck. All right, definitely keeping this again. This seems like a beautiful hand. I mean, this deck is not really that favored against any kind of like controlling matchup. So we're kind of just on the game plan of hoping we don't hit too many of those. Super Friends decks, we do have some tutors. So we're going to heavily rely on those to hopefully pull things like Elder Spell, etc., etc. But I do have to be wary of the Super Friends decks. And maybe this could be a little more tuned to beat Super Friends decks, but I feel like we've already got that in the ability to like just have an Immortal Sun main deck, have an Immortal Sun sideboard, ways to return the Immortal Sun, things like that. All right. I guess we have an Absorb. It feels good. I haven't casted an Absorb in a long time. Only because the way Standard has shaped itself to be. That's getting countered. Right now. I'll go ahead and just play the untapped land. We're going to be at 26 life, go down to 24. This gives us the option of doing something. It gives us the option to like go Revitalize plus Cast Down / Moment of Craving. Things of the like. Yep. Sure. Alright. We gained more life. Don't mind if we do. Unmoored Ego. So I think I'm going to name... Oh. What should I name now? Guess we'll just go ahead and do this. Arclight Phoenix. Oops. Well, apparently I'm illiterate, and I did not do that right. Let's see what else is in their deck while we're here. Crackling Drake. One more Saheeli. Okay, everything else isn't a concern. All right, cool. So we were able to get rid of those. Even if we have Cry the Carnarium, this kind of just gets rid of all of them and makes like life a little easier on us. And now we just spend our spot removal, things like that. And if they're going to try to just burn us out with all these spells, that won't be enough. We do, however, need to be wary of that Singleton Saheeli because it can go off, but that's what Cry the Carnarium will help us with. Right now, they're just going to fire off a ton of burn at us, I think. As soon as they play Crackling Drake, we're just going to go ahead and pick those off. We have an answer for almost every Drake so far. Nally of Promise, sure. You got it. We are now hitting the area of 20 health. Luckily, this deck has a lot of life gain, so the burn game plan is okay with me. Just need to draw my Dovin's Acuities. Let them spin through their deck, sure. Really do need to come through here with something that isn't a land, though. Like, that'd be pretty sweet. All right, down to 17. Down to 15. All right, cool. So they've just gone ahead and fired off all their burn at me. That's okay. Now, I would probably discard that Lava Coil over that land, but... Oh, we are so good on creatures right now. We have an answer for, like, every creature in their deck. Yep. For the most part, at this point now that they don't have Phoenixes, they could just spin through their deck, and it's not that big a deal for us. Okay. Dovin's Acuity. Any moment now. We're going to draw that Acuity, and it's going to feel great. Crackling Drake. There it is. Sure. Let's just blow this up now. I could use the Kaya's Wrath, but... I'll wait a little bit. Okay, so they're drawing more cards. It's fine with me. So they have 24 cards left in their deck. Ooh, let's see what they have in hand. Get rid of the shock, because that actually deals damage to me. We didn't see any Niv Mizzets or anything like that, so we could just go ahead and just get rid of the Electromancer. Still have an answer to their Crackling Drake when they play it. Just have to be mindful of their Saheelis. That's all. Sure. I don't want to use all my board wipes because remember, I do need to make sure I'm ready for when they play that Saheeli and start firing off spells. Sure, Electromancer it is. I'm just going to fire this off now. Okay, so I've seen the board wipe, so I'll just go ahead and use this 1 for 1. Sweet, pass back to them. So how many is that? That's 1, 2. That's 2 goblins. There's the Saheeli that we've been waiting for.
We'll create great things, you and I.
And we've drawn a land. Okay, that's not great. Luckily, they've fired off so many spells so far that I'm okay with all of this. Sure, it's fine. Yep. This board isn't that threatening yet, so no need to fire off any kind of board wipes yet. I'll wait a little bit, let them build up a little more. Probably once they hit like about 4 tokens or something like that. Or if they play Crackling Drake, I'll fire it off then. Ah, here we go. Exactly what we want now. I could go Mirari's Conjecture just to get my value and be done with it. Right? Because, like, what does that net me? That allows me to get a lot of things back, actually. And I could play it this turn, which is the big thing. But if I'm not careful, this could end very poorly for me because one of those tokens can become a Drake and then kill us. I'll grab a Conjecture, but I'll wait. I'm not going to tap out. Because I need to make sure that I leave up mana so that I can always answer their Drake when they try to copy it. They have about 2 Drakes left in the deck. Yeah, they have 2 Drakes left in the deck. I'm probably just going to grab... I feel like I want to grab Revitalize. That draws me a ton of cards, reloads the board. But I also want to be able to just counter the Drake straight up and then grab the Mastermind's Acquisition, so that's what I'll probably do. Yeah, I'll just grab the Mastermind's Acquisition. We have the board wipe in hand. I'm not too concerned about any of this. Yep. Opponent's going to smork us down for a little bit here. Yep. Only thing I care about is their Drake. That's it. Cool. And then once they pass, I'll get the Mastermind's Acquisition. Ooh. However, I will now blow up the board. Pass to the opponent. Just sweep off the tokens. They probably have a bunch of lands and some other stuff. None of it is too crucial right now, too. Alright. Let's do this. Let's choose cards from outside of the game. Ethereal Absolution seems solid. Clear the Mind seems pretty solid. Let's do this. Nice. Nice, actually. That's very nice. I think that's all I really want. Because I want to just leave up a counterspell. That's it. Like, I'm only countering Drakes, and they have enough mana to play 2, but none of these have haste yet. Sure. Okay. And I think they should about lock it up. Because from here on out, Saheeli does nothing. Nice. GG. Good luck, Freddy25. I just made a minor change right now in the deck list. I went ahead and added Ashiok. I forgot about adding the Ashiok. That is a card that I think is very good in the sideboard. At least a singleton copy couldn't hurt us. Allows us to just entirely eat up a graveyard. Randomly, it has its applications with its passive. It has applications. Let's see what the opponent's on. But we do have a Cry the Carnarium, so any kind of creature deck is solid. The Planeswalker-centric deck, we do have something for that too, in the Elder Spell, so this seems like a solid hand. I definitely could see if you're looking for a deck to climb to Mythic, and I've already seen what the top of Best of 1 looks like, I'd probably look to something like this Esper build that I've got here. Oh, this is a beautiful hand. This is the perfect hand. Not gonna play anything. Just literally gonna play Godless Shrine. Let him hit us for a little bit of damage. Even if this is the version that plays Teferi, we don't have that many counter spells. Okay, so could it be based off of the Jerry T list? Oh, hold on. Well, actually, normally this deck, this would be a thing I'd be concerned about, them flipping this right away. But because we have Mastermind's Acquisition, I am not as afraid. So, like, they're going to flip their land, but then all we got to do is just find either A, to get our Sorcerer's Spyglass, or Ethereal Absolution. Most likely, Ethereal Absolution. But, okay. So, what are they going to play, like a Johnny or something right now? Cranko. Oh, jeez. Be a problem. Well, Cranko can't really live past this turn, so we better go ahead and wipe the board right now. Well, like, what? That could be Shock. Okay. Fine. Oh, perfect. Yeah. That's great news. So we'll go ahead and sweep all of this off. They have one card in hand. They can make one token a turn. We do have to be mindful of the fact that... What could they could probably play Banefire. Okay. Alright, they're currently on the land go plan, and I like that. Since we're going to be taking some damage over time because they're just going to make some tokens along the way, we have to probably keep in mind that they could potentially go timely reinforcements on us. This is like the Angel of Grace. That's going to be a problem. It's going to be 5 damage that we just cannot deal with unless we do it on our turn. And I do not mind just firing off this Revitalize at the end of their turn. Because next turn we're just going to play Conjecture, get it back. And then the turn after that we should be able to grab the Cry the Carnarium. Alright, so Ooh, Devious cover-up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play, once again, Conjecture, Revitalize. If they try to do something spicier, like, you know, maybe play bigger threats, then all we have to do is just use Kaya's Wrath. Now, we're saving this Revitalize for the 3rd chapter of the Conjecture. Yep. Reasonable. Then this upcoming turn, I mean, do I even want to do anything? Like, I could go ahead and just take this 2 damage from them. They do Heroic Reinforcements. That's 8. We go down to 10. That has potential to make me go ahead and sweep next turn. Oh. Okay. We're going to attacks alone. Okay, so attacks alone. Get a token, so one of these, it swings for 4 as opposed to for 2. Seems solid. Yeah. Oddly enough, I'm still okay with all of this. I can just now counter whatever it is that they do next turn, right? Like, if they try to do anything fancy, like the Heroic Reinforcements, I'll counter that. Opponent will probably go ahead and make a token. They know Cry the Carnarium's in hand, so that's going to be happening. And we have Revitalize to gain us back 6 next turn, so we'd go back to 15. We really do need to make sure we hit this this Mastermind's Acquisition so they can go and grab the Ethereal Absolution. Because eventually Adonto will just grind us out. Yep, seems reasonable. It is entirely known what's about to happen next turn. Yep. Down to 9. Okay. Sure. Let's do this. Sweet. Cleared off the board. Revitalize gains a 6 this turn. We're going to draw 2 cards here. I guess we play Isolated Chapel. This way we get cast down mana. Back to them. We did not hit what we wanted exactly, but hopefully we'll be okay. Sure. Seems reasonable. If they try to attack... Oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. Exactly what I'm looking for. Ethereal Absolution it is. I'll play the Isolated Chapel in the event that I need to go ahead and just Devious Cover-Up, shuffle all 4 of these cards back in, because I want all 4 of them. They make a token, that's fine. Then they're probably going to make another token. If they try to swing in 1 to get their Angelic Exaltation to, like, proc, that's... I mean, that's what? That's 4, so they take another 5. Do I care enough? No, I think I'll take the damage here, right? Yeah, I'll take the damage here. Or I guess I could just pop this now. Yeah, I'll just pop this now, actually. It's fine. Nice. Drew a land that doesn't require us to shock either. Alright, so Ethereal Absolution should about lock this game up. If they have anything that target our Ethereal Absolution, will counter it. They have to have 2. Alright. Bane, like, I'm just doing this because mostly I'm trying to, like, be cautious about, like, Banefire and stuff like that. How many creatures they have? They only have 1, whatever. That gives us a 2/2. Don't mind if I do. Although the fact that we exiled so many of our opponent's threats with Cry the Carnarium does kind of come back to bite us here. Alright, here we go. They probably now have a target for their Shivan Fires. 32 health? Easy. The slow grind, the 2/2 that could. We'll just have to get there on this 2/2. Nice. Oh, darn it. Devious Cover-Up counters it. Does this matter? It's a funny thing. Does this card matter? Sure, I'll counter it. I mean, by this point, I think our opponent probably knows that we have another copy of Devious Cover-Up and knows the miserable loop that we're going to try to... Okay. See, had I had that spot removal, I would not have countered it. But also, I wanted to reload the deck with spells, so... Works out fine. Just pass to the opponent. Angelic Exaltation. It's when it attacks. Right now, we're pretty far from that. The 2/2 that could. Let's go. Nice. Revitalize. That's a solid card. Gives us a little much needed life gain. Okay. I mean, is there actually an upside to keeping their graveyard empty? Like, does their deck care about it in any way? I don't think so. In all honesty, I don't think there is. Like, it's not like there's a spell mastery or anything like that. Guess we just pass. Don't worry, YouTube. This is the 2/2 that could. Remember that. I'm just gonna name Banefire, just in case. Just in case. What are other cards I'm worried about? Zetalpa? No, but Zetalpa I'll just counter. Banefire. Cool. All I care about. So the Divine Intervention is a card I'll just have to counter. They don't have any Planeswalkers that we saw. We do know they have Heroic Reinforcements. That's a known thing. But they would just be swinging in for 2. Alright. We ate the shock. Nice. Well, the 2/2 tried. Come on, play another threat. Play a creature, play a creature. Oh, that's also pretty solid. Alright, I'll probably just fire off this Revitalize. I do want to dig through my deck and not give them too much time to sit around. Okay, what can we draw? There you go. That's a good card. That's exactly what we want to draw. Something like that. Beautiful. I guess I'll go ahead and grab... Did I grab it? Revitalize? Yeah, I can grab Revitalize. Oh, yes. Okay, never mind. We don't need Revitalize anymore. We just take Devious Cover-Up, because we have everything else we need now. We have Mastermind's Acquisition. We know what's exactly in their deck now because of Unmoored Ego from earlier. We can go Divine Intervention or whatever the Angel enchantment is, and then also just name all the heroic reinforcements. Some point, they're going to have to play a creature. We're just going to discard the Elder Spell. Gets us more value next turn. Alright, cool. I mean, they know that if they play a creature, like it dies, it becomes a problem, and then we just pretty much turn that into a threat. But now that we have the Mastermind's Acquisition... Oh, that's so good. Alright. Seems decent. Alright, let's name Heroic Reinforcements. Heroic Reinforcements and, in hand, in library. I guess the other thing would, yeah, be Divine Visitation. Yeah. Divine Visitation, sure, why not? Okay. And then now, let's go tutoring outside of the game. There we go. There's the concession. Nice. Good luck, Odanashi. Adanashi? Yeah, I'll keep this. Dovin's Veto, I haven't seen that in any of our previous matchups, so it feels good to see it, finally. Ooh. Ooh, and it's... If there's a matchup you want to see it in, it's this one. First thing I'm probably going to name is... I'm gonna, like, because the early board... I think I'm going to name Experimental Frenzy. No. No, I think I'm going to name Chandra. Huh. Fine. Let me think here. Experimental Frenzy or Chandra? I still think it's Experimental Frenzy. Banefire is in here. How many Banefires? Only one. So one Banefire, a risk factor. Seems solid. If they discard their hand right now to play the Flame of Keld, we'll blow it up. That'll be such a steal for us. Yeah. Fine. Perfect. Okay, cool. So we're just going to go ahead and blow this up. Because now we don't have to worry about any more enchantments. Pass to the opponent. Perfect. They put us down to 8. We'll go ahead and cry the Carnarium here. And then next turn we'll go ahead and... I mean, like, what else do I really want here? Oh, no, never mind. I'm just playing this. This gets us around Banefire mana. Because, like, they would have to seriously, like, gain a... have a ton of mana to start Banefiring us. Okay, that's fine. Play Dovin's Acuity. Dovin's a Kawaii. And then go ahead and just take the action, bring it back, gain 2 more life. I think this one's about locked up. Take the action, sure, go to 12. What else do I want here? Do I want anything else from this? I guess I could just go ahead and play Conjecture now, right? Grabbing back Revitalize. I know I can kill a creature. Then we grab back Unmoored Ego, named Banefire. Oh, never mind. We're not naming Banefire. Because that was their only one. Let's just go ahead and go Wizards or Lightning Strike or something like that. Because we hadn't seen any Lightning Strike, so, I mean, in their hand, that means we're guaranteed to net 4. We do thin their deck out, so they are more likely to draw something, but, fine. This will be perfect. This will be perfect. Okay. First, draw some cards. Great. Take Dovin's Acuity back to my hand. Draw some more cards. Play Dovin's Acuity, Moment of Craving, draw some more cards. Oh, that's so good. Zanelf, good luck opponent. We're currently 4-0. Deck's been solid. It's as I expected, you know, like the meta in best of one is very aggressive, so I can get away with playing something like this. So if you plan on trying to grind the best of one ladder, like this, Groll, ooh, mono blue, that could be a problem. We don't have Teferi. Like, Teferi is how we beat this deck, usually. And, like, Lyra. We do have a Lyra in the sideboard, but it's going to require us to actually get it. Please just be, like, Phoenix or something. Like, mono blue actually does, like, present us with a really tough time. Oh, that's not so bad. Sure. Okay, yeah. Fine. Let's just blow this up now, because if they're playing that, they might be a 2-color deck trying to fix their draws. Alright, blue-red. Good. Is it Grixis, or is it blue-red? I guess let's find out. This, oh, by not playing a land, we get punished by Spell Pierce. Well, that doesn't change a thing. What are they? They just like blue-red control or something? Looks like they could be. I'm just going to play this now. Get this out of the way. I'll go ahead and pull Revitalize. Looks like they could be doing some counter burn, some storm stuff. Like 1,000-Year Storm. Augur of Bolus. Okay, so this is definitely a Kefnet. There's definitely a Kevin in this deck. God Eternal Kevin. Okay, sure. Fine. Oh, that's a very good draw. By waiting a turn, we get the ability to go ahead and just, like, Revitalize twice, Thought Erasure twice. Because it's not like I'm going to counter that. No way. Oh, it's the Ral combo. That's what it is. Okay. No, I know exactly what's going on here. Okay, so maybe we just fire off Revitalize and go for the Immortal Sun. No, but that doesn't change. Oh, no, hold on. His passive's still there. So we need Unmoored Ego. That's what we need. Oh, that's pretty sweet. Okay. Maybe they'll fire off their copy spell here. Unlikely, but I can hope. Alright. I lose my counterspell. Let's just go ahead and get rid of their stuff. It's fine. I'll run it right into it. We lose Immortal Sun, but I'm not too concerned. We probably even lose Devious Cover-Up. Okay, so we got them to use 2 counterspells on this. All right, so we get to do this no matter what. Expansion, explosion, expansion, explosion. Well, I guess we're getting rid of expansion, explode. Seems pretty simple what we're getting rid of. I guess. I mean, nothing better to do. May as well gain some more life while we're at it. I got no other targets. So they negated the first copy. That's fine. That's good for us. Let me think here. So how the RAL combo works is they go, you know, expand, copying their expand with a RAL on board, and then they just keep doing that. Do they have a counterspell? What this comes down to, do they have a RAL or a counterspell? If not, we just sit here and we just play the waiting game. This is our last chance to kind of just drop this. Okay, sure. Might be GG. Because they, what, RAL double cast? No, that won't do it. No, yeah, RAL double cast would do it. RAL double cast expand. Yep, there's RAL. Okay. So really need to find an answer to this RAL here, deck. If you could so kindly give me one. Okay. Let me draw some cards. Ooh, a conjecture. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay. So we hold up our counter magic here. They've used 2 expansion explosions. They have exactly 2 left in the deck and probably a double cast or 2. That's concerning. Okay. They could try to just go for the traditional, like, burn me out kind of route. Let me think here. Do they have counterspell for that? Maybe they don't have an... Oh, they probably do. They have another counterspell, we're dead. Can't beat the RAL combo. Yep. Alright, cool. So this just keeps happening over and over and over and over and over. Yep. And eventually we just get burnt out. Moon Madness, good luck. I don't know if I like this hand. Hand's a little bit loose. We do have early interaction. We do have an opt we can kind of dig for. You know what? I guess, right? If we're on the draw, I could try this. Yeah, I'll try this. Plus, if you know we get paired against RAL combo or something, at least we have something for it. Mono black. Go ahead and just play the Hollowed Fountain. Tapped. Okay. I'll keep that. That gives us another black source. And on top of that, it's just a good card to have right now. Nice. So we have all of our lands. This feels pretty good. Alright. Still not going to use that because by using Thought Erasure, it means that I cannot hold up Absorb. So... now, I don't mind doing it. Alright, so they're just blue-black. They've just been missing out on some things. They're very far from using Sinister Sabotage. Eldest Reborn's pretty good, but won't matter. Syncopate requires them to leave up... you know, I'll just take this Syncopate. We do need to start to get something going here, though. Like, nothing that we're doing right now really matters all that much. This is going to be a grindy matchup, though, so... I mean, do they have any Planeswalkers for me to hit? I guess maybe, like, a Lily, some Ugins, stuff like that. By letting them play this... Yeah, I'll go ahead and count it. Because that means they don't get to dig for a blue source. We get to hold up the ability to go ahead and mortify something of theirs. As in mortify their Eldritch Reborn, so they don't get to do it again. That's a problem. Alright, let's see what they get. Oh, that sucks. The Elder Spell is fine. They can rip that if they want. Contempt probably might be the real target they need to take. Exiles Karn. Elder Spell only, like, destroys it, which means you can get it back. But they do know I have double Mortify. Yep, makes sense. Blow this up. Fire this off now. They have Contempt. They're blue and black. They don't have many ways. What can I do to get around all of this? Get the Immortal Sun. Hope they don't draw a blue source. Nice. They did not draw a blue source. That means that we can jam this Immortal Sun, hopefully, unless they have Negate. Oh, did they really draw the Negate? They must have. I mean, they drew something that can interact. Yeah, there you go. Nice. That was a super clutch draw. Yeah. Okay, so I have another Immortal Sun. Need them to not hit a blue source here. They probably will. They didn't hit that, they probably hit a discard spell. I need them to, like, mostly just hit. Yep, there's the blue spell. Okay. Or there's the blue land. If they can't play the Dream Eater now. That'd be bad. Yeah, you know what? I'll just let it play it, right? Like, I'll let them play it out. Could Unmoored Ego name all their Sinister Sabotages, because I'm sure they're just loaded up with counterspells. They have 2 Syncopates, so I assume they probably have, like, at least one more, 4 Sinister Sabotages. So I could have gone for the Unmoored Ego, naming... Fun. We're not in a dire situation yet, so I don't need to actually, like, do anything about the Dream Eater yet. I can wait till my turn. Blow it up. So annoying. Yep. Yep. Thought Erasure. Seems good. Ah. Okay. All these counter spells and hand disruption spells are starting to really pile up. We need to make sure we find ours. We need to find, like, what else do we have? I mean, we just used 2 of our 3 Masterminds acquisitions. So we have Devious Cover-Up to help us get everything back, I guess. 3, 6, 7, 8. They probably play Negate, too. No way they don't. Take the action. We gain all our life back. Play the Dovin's Acuity again. Sweet. Bring it back again. This way we hold all of our Mortifies, so we have an answer for every Eldritch Reborn they play. Even if they're waiting for a land to go Eldest, back it up with Sinister Sabotage, we should be fine. See if we get them to use a counterspell on Dovin's Acuity. Cool. Return Absorb. Masterminds, Masterminds, and the Immortal Sun. Perfect. Play the land. They'll play their Eldest Reborn. We'll have an answer for it. Yeah, sure. Alright, we'll try. See if this works. Sweet. And another hollowed fountain, or another land, board wipe. I guess that's fine. And we don't have any creatures, so I'm not too worried. Bring all of this back. Oh, yes. That's exactly what I want. Let's see what we've got in hand. Yep, and then now we just play Dovin's Acuity. Let's just name the Eldest Reborn. See what else they have. Karn, Sinister Sabotage. Sweet. Got rid of all their recursion. They can have all their creature removal spells. Those mostly won't do anything. We'll try to get Sinister Sabotage the next time around. Sure. Phantasm's not a huge concern for us, so we'll just go ahead and let that stick for some time being. I guess, actually, no, I'm not too worried about any counter spells they might have, right? I mean, or any enchantments they might have anymore, because we blew all the we got all the ones that we cared about out of their deck. Okay. They play another threat. We can go ahead and cast down that. And if we're ever in a spot where we're desperate and need to draw, I guess I could just go Mortify on the Acuity to trigger it and bounce it back. That's a problem.
I will fight with honor. Well chosen.
Sure, give him the swamp. Oh, don't tell me you have a counter spell. Let me look at my graveyard here. I could just get back. I go pay 5 mana, get something back. Like, getting a Conjecture right now sounds really nice. Yeah, I'm just gonna get a Conjecture. See if he has it. I guess the answer is yes. Didn't matter, because they always had it. Alright, so if they play their enchantment disinformation campaign, I'll blow it up with Mortify. Discarding probably my Kaya's Wrath. What more do I have left? I still have a non-zero. How many Sinister Sabotages have we burned through? I think that's only 2, right? Only 2. Sure, I'll pitch a Kaya's Wrath. All right. Does this work? Does it resolve opponent? Nice. Okay. Information campaign versus disinformation campaign worked out well. And I'm going to hold on to this Isolated Chapel so we can just discard it. Or, I mean, yeah, and discard it if we need to. Recovery. So how many more do they have? That's 1 Thought Erasure. That's 2 Thought Erasure. So they probably have... They have 2 more. Probably found... Ooh. Pretty good. That's pretty good. That's not as good. Does this resolve? Nice. Okay, cool. So even if they flip this, it's not the end of the world. We've already resolved what we needed. They can probably draw a ton of hand disruption, but they only have 2 left. We won't deck ourselves because I know that we have ways to get all of our cards back. Okay. Dispersal's pretty solid here. That's a good hit. Gotta try it again. They probably have a counterspell. But eventually they will run out. We will run them out of counterspells, and then we're not really concerned about what they have left in their deck. So they probably dispersal us again. They should have probably done it the end of our turn. Or right now if they know they can get a Thought Erasure. A Ritual of Soot is fine. Because we'll just play it again if they bounce it. But I guess they just don't want me to draw the extra card. Okay. Hold on to the land again, because we don't need it. That's 3 discoveries from the opponent. City's Blessing, why did are they just trying to get the City's Blessing? What rewards them for the City's Blessing right now? Come on, use a discard spell right now. Oh, that's really good. Huh. I could just blow up the disinformation campaign, but that doesn't seem that great, so I'm just going to go ahead and hold on to this. Pass to the opponent. And now we can counter them back. They're digging for their Thought Erasures. Or like, they have one and they're trying to counter us back, or the other way around. There you go. Let's see, what do I want to get back? Conjecture, Masterminds, Single Mortify. Oh, it doesn't matter. Sure thing. And we win. Last round opponent will be Scipio. I'm going to keep this. We have the Acuity. We don't really have anything to get back with Conjecture, but like, we're on the draw. We have a few draws, plus Dovin will draw us a card, and if it's an aggro matchup, maybe that's exactly what we need, because then we'll actually have it in hand. The Dovin's Acuity, that is, which means that we can start going off with that, adding our health total. Could be Mono Green Tron, the Nissatron deck that I had made, so hope it's not that. That one's a little scary. Okay, it still doesn't rule it out. Pass to the opponent. Branch Walker. Okay, so we need to find our Kaya's Wrath. There's actually a discussion for me not to even just fire off this Revitalize and just play Dovin's Acuity. Wait a turn. Cast it again. But I do need to actually deal with this Wild Growth Walker relatively soon. Because they're about to proliferate and deal us a bunch of damage. Yeah, sure. Okay, that's not useful. Perfect. Please don't counter me, opponent. Okay, their turn. No counter spells from the opponent. No counter spells from the opponent. Alright, Spell Pierce here is a concession for me. I'm going to fire off... Let's see. Okay, Jade Light, that's fine. Sure. Let's go ahead and grab a board wipe again. This way, let's see, we can go ahead and just go Conjecture, get back anything there that we need, take the damage, sure. If they choose not to play Flux Channeler, we'll just go ahead and make them discard it. Alright, let's clear the way. Thought Erasure. That out of here, throw that away. Cast Akaya's Wrath. Next turn, we'll go ahead and go Mirari's Conjecture. Grabbing back. Let's go ahead and grab back. Revitalize. Not use it, because we're not going to fire it off until the later turn. Then we get to just pretty much pull back Mastermind's Acquisition, which I'm okay with. And then all we have to do this turn is just pretty much slam the Immortal Sun. Nice. GG. So we won all but one match, losing to a Ral combo deck, which, by the way, congratulations, opponent. That was a sweet deck. So I do enjoy losing to that one. But yeah, the deck is just as powerful as I remember it, and with the few upgrades, it still can hold its weight. I think the one thing, as I mentioned, I mean, we got lucky. We didn't really get paired against enough Narset decks, but the more you climb, the more I assume you're going to run into because of, you know, Esper Super Friends, things like that. So I really want to stress that you should find a way to make sure you can deal with Narset. So maybe even just maybe adding another Elder Spell, and it's not even out of this realm to like go Unmoored Ego naming Narset if you know they have at least one, because you want to get rid of the rest. You're already functioning like with the way the deck works. It rewards you for acting in your main phases 1 and 2, so you're kind of already working around the new, you know, Teferi Time Raveler restrictions of having to play only on your turn. So I mean, outside of the few counterspells I do have, maybe just going up a second Elder Spell could be worth it. Other than that, I think the deck is a blast and definitely can still hold its weight on the ladder. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and a sub, and of course, hit the bell icon to be notified when MTG Goldfish puts up a brand new video. And of course, you know, let me know what you think of the deck in, you know, the comments, and of course, reach out to me if you have any questions, or tweet at me. You know the deal. Other than that, it is I, yours truly, your host, Krim, signing out, and I'll see you at the next one.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.